Welcome man, welcome back to the channel, guys. I'm coming up on a, I guess it's a 200. Hey, whoa, this thing is running. Wait a minute. Okay, somebody left it running and brought the keys. That's obviously a push start because the car's still running. I think. This car running? Am I going crazy? This car is running, guys. Checking the light on, park light on. All these lights on. Whoa! This thing is in gear? Wait a minute. Somebody left it in gear with the park brake on. Okay, am I being sabotaged? There's some cameras around here. I think he said it came out the tow truck. Oh, it won't move. Okay. I'm rolling. Oh, this won't even turn. Okay, so it just appears to be in gear. Okay, it won't even go into park. So even with it all the way to the left, manually, well, there's nothing manual about this, guys. There's no linkage coming from this rotary shifter, okay? The rotary shifter is basically an electronic shifter. There's no way around it, guys. So I guess what happened was, with this being in this condition, they just left it here running with the emergency brake on. Okay, the emergency brake is on. The car appears to be in drive, but it's not. No matter what I do here. Okay, so I have no gears then. I will have to push it in. I can't drive it in. No, I don't want to push this in, but when you have no choice, you have no choice. All right, guys, something's fishy going on. It's a good thing to check in the light on. At least I can tell what fault code it is. Okay, guys, I have to get some more information on this. They sent me out here to check a car. No start, and it's like sitting here running, which appears to be in gear with the emergency brake on. So, can you even turn it off? Oh no! Wait a minute. So let me get this straight. I got a car that appears to be in gear. You can't turn it off. See, you know what, guys? If it thinks it's in drive, it will not let you turn it off. It's my assumption. I can't let this car just sit here and run. How much gas in this thing? Gas is not a concern, but see, guys, all this new technology, electronics, will drive people crazy, especially the mechanics. All right, guys, something I assume, here's the key. The car is running. The car appears to be in drive, but it's not. And on top of that, you can't turn it off. Let me turn the brake off. Let's see if you can turn it off that way. No, so I assume the car has to appear to be in neutral or park for you to shut it off. Wow, what is a customer to do when this happens, guys? This is crazy. It's only crazy when something happens. Service park brake. All right, I gotta go ahead and tell the advisor what's going on, because this will drive. I can't even turn it off. All right, let me leave this car the way I found it and go up front and find out what else is going on. Guys, this is getting interesting, guys. Stay tuned. Don't go anywhere. I will be right back. All right, guys, I'm back at this black 200. As y'all can hear, it's still running. That is so not good to leave these cars running like this. So, guys, what I'm going to do, now what I have here is a spare shifter, but what I want to do first is find out what kind of code. I don't want to disrupt the diagnostic process. So let me find out what the computer sees before I do before I start before I do what I'm about to do, which is quick diagnosis, change the part and see if everything works. Let me look at all DTCs, guys. Okay, EPS, invalid. A lot of bus invalid data received from certain modules. One from the ABS, a lot of electrical stuff, mismatch, ECU mismatch, TCM implausible, engine torque. Oh my goodness. Alright guys, I need to screenshot, take a picture of these before I'm not going to erase them. Invalid signal from TCM, implausible they call it, from TCM, the power steering. Oh, okay guys. So, but what I'm going to do, driver's door module, forget the door modules, EPS, communication with ECM, PCM. Wow. So what I'm going to do guys is swap this out, see can I get a park signal or a neutral signal in order to turn the car off. That's what I'm interested in right now. Alright, so hang tight guys. Alright guys, as you can see my spare shifter assembly is installed. So now I have a park signal, okay? With a park or neutral signal, I think you should be able to you will have park and neutral, so you can be able to do everything you can if you had it. Now with it running, it's running now. Let's see. Yes. So I just turned it off, okay? Start it back up. Turn it off. Start it back up. All right, guys. So now, does that mean you need one of these? I don't want y'all to get into the habit of that. I had so many fault codes, guys. I have to check this whole car out. My whole intention of doing this right here, guys, was to stop the car from running and get it in the shop. Okay, so do not think, oh, I just need one of these to put it in and give it back to the customer. No, the car needs to proceed with getting diagnosed. Okay, I'm not done diagnosing it. I just eliminated a feature that will allow me to drive the car. Okay, yes, this very well could be a problem with this, but not only that, finish checking the car out, guys. And a lot of you guys may not have the luxury of having a spare part laying around. So what do? Guys, I'm sorry, okay? I mean, you're going to get burnt. You're going to misdiagnose some cars. All this electrical stuff is sophisticated, guys. I don't care how sharp you are. I mean, I have an advantage because I had one that I replaced. This is also bad, but it's bad for another reason. That's why I always tell you guys, if let's use a TIPM for example. A TIPM has so many freaking responsibilities. The wiper portion of the TIPM could be at fault, but you can keep the TIPM for everything else, like brake lights. So if you get a car in no brake lights, you got an old TIPM sitting on your toolbox, the wipers is bad in it. You plug that TIPM into that car, you now see you have brake lights, but the wipers start running. That just lets you know the drivers inside the TIPM that controls the brake lights is faulty. Yes, that TIPM is bad, but from another perspective. Okay, same with this. This is bad for a whole nother reason besides not allowing you to go in the park and drive. Look at that. I can actually change gears. I feel the transmission switching gears. Okay, guys. So please don't get in the habit of doing things like that. All right, now I can drive this car. Guys, stay tuned, guys. I'm gonna have to end this video because I don't know. We'll see, guys. It might end up being a part 1. Okay, this one drove me a little crazy. I don't want you guys to get in the habit of just swapping out parts, but I had to do this in order to get in the car. So we can now move. Look at this. It feels so good to be able to put the car in reverse and bag back. So guys, I'm headed to the shop, so y'all stay tuned. Or I'm headed inside the shop. Okay, so stay tuned. Don't go anywhere. I love troubleshooting. I love what I do. If this is what you do, love it. It can be extremely rewarding and satisfaction. Somebody help me, man. What word I'm looking for? Guys, do not take me. I'm not extremely serious all the way on videos. So at times I will inject some humor into these videos. Don't hold it against me. That's just my style. I cannot hold a 10-minute serious video all the way through for 10 minutes. I am a jokester and a prankster by default. Some will get injected into my videos on purpose. All right, but I'm going rolling into the shop now, guys. So stay tuned, man. Don't go anywhere. I'll be right back.